Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I poured myself an afternoon cup of coffee just for this video. And I got a question for you to start us off. Have you ever had just one of those embarrassing moments in your life where you just felt like a complete and utter moron? Well, I had one of those. I graduated with an MBA for a graduate degree, and it wasn't something that could really be helped. But the week before I graduated, I wore my gown in church because they would march everybody and say, so and so's graduating from this and this. And I had tied the little thing that goes around your shoulders to designate the type of degree you're having. I tied it in a knot at the time and to do that. And then the next week I had forgotten to untie the knot. So I'm walking down across the stage for my graduate school MBA date, and the PhD or whoever that's trying to put the thing over my neck, he's trying to put the thing over my neck, and the knot's still in it. He can't get the knot out. I didn't realize the knot still, so he couldn't get it over my head. And he finally goes, "Sorry, son," and he throws it over my shoulder. It was a very embarrassing moment. There's like thousands of people out there watching you. Well, I tell you that story to tell you that at the end of this video, if you're an accredited investor and you haven't bought Ripple equity, you are going to feel like the biggest moron on the planet. So here we go. But first, I'll show you prices on CoinPaprika.com, which is my favorite coin exchange and one of my sponsors. You can see everything's pretty flat. So let's get on to you feeling like a moron if you haven't, if you're an accredited investor and haven't. And I would say also if you're a retail and accredited investor and you haven't bought XRP, you should feel like an utter moron who just graduated with your tassel thing, with your little whatever you call it, thrown over your shoulder. Okay, now. Bank of America, this is from Joe Indoso, the COO of Link2. This was in an email this morning that went out. I'll end by sharing an experience I had 2 days ago. I was speaking with a Team Apollo member. That's the group they have for their largest, their largest investors on the Link2 platform. A member whom I won't name, but who recently retired as a senior executive running one of Bank of America's major business units. He joked that the advantage of leaving banking was that he could invest in anything he wanted without being restricted by his compliance department. He further joked about the contradiction between BofA testing Ripple's system and investing huge sums in developing its blockchain applications. They have 50 plus patents, while making it hard for him to invest in digital asset companies and in crypto. He said it made him realize that it's not that the digital asset space is bad, it's that the big banks need to slow digital asset adoption. Because until they can figure out how to compete in the new technological battleground, they stand to lose billions in their incumbent business. So what did this ex-Bank of America executive do right after he retired? He came to Link2 and invested a major sum in Ripple, private equity. Okay, case closed. Now, folks, I'm going to say it and I'll say it again in a minute. The link to this is in the top of the description of this video. You click it and tell them DAI sent you if you end up going and talking to them about this. They can tell you all about it. They've got I know that today they were selling a lot of Ripple. I don't know if they've got any left, but I'm assuming they got a little bit left. Go check it out if you're interested in that, and you can talk to them about all the ins and outs. But look at this. Speaking of Bank of America, a lot of people don't know this. If you go to Ripple's website and go to the bottom, there's a thing called the RippleNet Committee. RippleNet governance, a network governed by the members for the members. Then you go down here, Ripple's global payments network, RippleNet, is democratically governed by the RippleNet Committee, a group of global and industry-leading financial institutions. This committee collectively evolves and maintains standardization across global cross-border transactions. And looky here, look who's on the RippleNet Committee. And you can sit here and just watch some of the companies while I have a sip of coffee that are on this. There's Standard Chartered, SCB, and then along comes Santander. Get the picture, folks? Now, I'm not even done yet. Now, here's Ray. Just so happens on the day that this news comes out, here's Ray from Link2.
Hi everyone, Ray here. Effective today, Link2 is thrilled to cater to all first-time investors on the platform with an opportunity to invest in the portfolio company Ripple for as little as $5,000. The reduced investment minimum for Ripple will last for today only and couldn't come at a more opportune time, as we just announced the reduced Link2 price for the portfolio company yesterday. Despite the reduced Link2 pricing for the company, Ripple remains a strong company. In fact, they're only showing signs of growth. Ripple recently announced a partnership with pioneer Brazilian finance TravelX Bank to bring crypto-enabled payment solutions to Brazil, expanding into new corridors and use cases. So to reconfirm, effective today, Wednesday, August 24th, the investment minimum is $5,000 for the portfolio company Ripple. Use your Link2 bucks if you got them. The team at Link2 is doing everything in our power to make that first-time investment that much easier for you. That's all I have for you today. Have a great day.
All right, Link2 is one of my sponsors. Link in the top of the description. Tell them DAI sent you after you click on that link. And back to feeling like a moron. Watch this. This was tweeted out from Ripple today. I am not done yet. This was tweeted out from Ripple today. From sending CBDCs to authorized accounts to securely destroying the currency, our solution can help central banks manage the entire life cycle with secure blockchain innovation. A sustainable economy is on the horizon. Folks, when you watch this, and I'm going to let you watch every single second, when you watch this and realize what it is we're a part of here, folks, and I do own Ripple equity myself, when you watch this, this company, folks, and there's a video I'm going to try to get to at the end of this, what Ripple has been doing, and I've compared it before, it's the equivalent of when Rockefeller laid the oil, I think Rockefeller laid the oil pipeline across the United States, and he probably almost went bankrupt several times. And then Vanderbilt laid the railroad tracks all the way across the United States, and he probably went bankrupt 1,000 times. Ripple has been laying the pipes, the financial pipes, not for the United States, but the whole globe, and they have not almost gone bankrupt. They're sitting on billions and valued at like 15 billion, okay? Now, against that backdrop, see if you can watch this and not just I was literally giddy watching it, because even though I've been making videos on this company and this digital asset for 4 years, I was watching this video and I was like, it's all come together. Look at this. Unbelievable.
Today's global financial system is more complex than ever before. Yet as the world's economies grow, the infrastructure they rely on needs to evolve. Every nation has its own independent monetary policy and regulatory standards. But with varying system access and legacy technology, the world's financial infrastructure can seem overwhelming. At Ripple, we enable governments and central banks around the world to create new, high-performance financial infrastructures built on blockchain technology. More specifically, we help governments build and launch central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. They are national currencies powered by modern technology that is secure.
Now, when you see these branches out, you see that's a central bank. See these branches, that's a walled garden, the way David Schwartz described it. You'd have a walled garden here with their CBDC within their country. And then XRP would do this, it would bridge it, watch.
Centralized and scalable, and these CBDCs will enable central banks to implement their monetary policies in more efficient and effective ways. The Ripple team brings a wealth of expertise to every new CBDC solution, working with hundreds of financial institutions, policymakers, and regulators. Our solutions facilitate billions of dollars in cross-border payments around the globe. Ripple's CBDC solution is based upon one of the most reliable, sustainable, and open source blockchain protocols, the XRP ledger, XRPL. The XRP ledger technology is perfect for CBDC blockchain applications. It's fast with transactions complete in 2 to 3 seconds. It's easily customizable and programmable. It's reliable, having closed over 72 million ledgers since 2012. The ledger's native functionality for issuing digital currencies also reduces the need for bespoke programming and reduces risk. Finally, the technology is
Now, they're about to actually demonstrate what a central banker will be able to do. This is unbelievable.
As one of
And by the way, if this, surely Ripple created this with music that's not copyright written. So, but if it is, you're just going to have to go watch this on your own time on their website.
First, carbon-neutral blockchains. Each pilot is completely customizable and shaped to the needs of the central bank by an expert team. Here's how it works. Each nation's CBDC is hosted on a private version of the XRP ledger. Access by participants is granted by the administrator and fully secure.
You're about to see just how valuable your XRP is.
Using Ripple's CBDC solution, the central bank has full control over supply, allowing them to increase supply or redeem it. And through a standard API and multiple SDKs, integration into existing systems is simplified and suitable for traditional and non-traditional participants. Additionally, the central bank can issue other assets and allow participants like commercial banks to do so. The central bank can also authorize who holds the currency on the ledger, whether that's held directly by consumers or through commercial banks. Transactions typically settle in seconds compared to days, making CBDCs suitable for use cases like retail point of sale. This can open the door for real-time salary payments and collection of tax at point of sale, which gets funds to an institution or a consumer faster while eliminating debt risks. CBDC data is fully controlled and auditable by a central bank, allowing for its analysis in support of monetary policy. And the data maintains transaction privacy while still allowing for regulators to monitor for criminal activities. Finally, a Ripple-designed CBDC can provide a means to bridge disparate currencies through XRP. Its inherent interoperability can allow for connection with other central bank ledgers for efficient cross-asset and cross-border transactions. This can be done with cross-issuance, using XRP as a bridge currency or via cross-ledger communication protocols. This reduces the risk that institutions are forced to accept when transacting across multiple networks or currencies in the current system. The creation of a CBDC provides powerful benefits for the economy and people of an adopting central bank. It's technology that places trust in digital money in the hands of a central bank that can guarantee accessibility to funds and the resulting services, as is the case with cash today. The result? An improved foundation for global financial development where businesses, commercial banks, and ultimately people can unlock new economic potential. Work with Ripple to build a custom
Game changer. If you didn't get to see that video, if I had to clip it out for copyright, go to Ripple's, go to their Twitter feed. It's this tweet right here that'll lead you to it. Now, Ripple just announced that they're having Ripple Swell Global 2022. It's now open. You can go and request an invitation. There's a link to it. They're going to have it at Magazine London, November 16th through the 17th. And I guess it is not, looks like it's not a Zoom thing this time. Now, then there's this. Remember, Digital Pound Foundation is Ripple's like a partner, I think, with this. Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe, RBZ, says it's moving ahead with plans to create Zimbabwe's own central bank digital currency. So my question is this. Zimbabwe wants to create their own CBDC. Now, we know something from a previous video that I showed about Zimbabwe, so you have to ask yourself a question. When they create their own CBDC, What are they going to anchor it with? I have a feeling that I know. It says they're exploring a CBDC. Remember this video from Zimbabwe? Right here. Let me hit the refresh. Watch. I'm telling you, folks, it's XRP and gold. Watch.
Proudly on display in Zimbabwe, the country's new gold coins. The Mosi Oatunya coin, named after the iconic Victoria Falls, is intended as a store of value to tame runaway inflation. In June, it hit almost 192% year on year. That's considerably weakened the local currency and cast a shadow.
I will bet you dimes to donuts that when they do create a CBDC, they're gonna let people turn in their gold in return for their CBDCs, whatever they're called. That's why I keep talking about my sponsor, Glint, folks. It'll also be in the top of the description. We're over the target. Glint's awesome because it allows me to have my MasterCard debit card so that my gold is spendable if I need to, if it gets to that place. I mean, this is all in your face, folks. Now, then there's this video. Watch this. You remember that Rockefeller example I used earlier? Listen to this.
Well, between 4 and 5 billion in the next 10 years or so, which would be central bank digital currencies enabling it, all ticketing, a whole bunch of stuff going that way. Well, the market cap of the space goes from whatever it is today, $1 trillion, to $200 trillion. Okay. We kind of throw out these numbers. People don't realize the world has never seen an accumulation of wealth like that in history. I mean, this would be the shortest period of time of the largest accumulation of wealth ever seen. So even if I'm wrong, let's say I'm a total moron and I'm wrong by 90%. Well, 20 trillion, 1 trillion, I'll still take that bet because it's still the best bet in the world. And that's by me being wrong by 90%.
First of all, I think Raul's going to be right, and I'm hugging him for saying it. I'm just saying if it's 10x, Raul, if it's 10x, if it goes from $1 trillion to $20 trillion, this will be one of the greatest investments that have ever been made by anybody. Okay, this is the telephone. This is Rockefeller discovering that he can lock up all the oil for 100 years in North America. Okay, and so to me, I want to be a part of it. You know, now somehow you're a hypester, you're this, you're that. You think, okay, whatever, say whatever you want. I'm going to be there, and unless the good Lord takes me out or something like that. But if I'm alive and it's 10 years from now,
the digital asset investor plans on being there too. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family what we've seen here today. And tell them, hopefully, that you clicked the link and told them DAI sent you and that you do not feel like a moron if you're an accredited investor. And if you're not an accredited investor, tell them about your XRP.